Hello there. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms. This tutorial video is about SAP SuccessFactors. SAP SuccessFactors is a cloud-based human capital management (HCM) software solution that covers a wide range of human resources functions, including talent management, core HR, and employee engagement. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and check out other videos related to the latest technologies on our Upptalk channel. This video will be covered by Mr. Vimal, who is a certified trainer in SAP SuccessFactors. Let's get started.
According to the language, if I go and click on this language, change language, we can see lot of languages you can see here. Okay, so we have chosen English. That is the thing, entire application is showing in English. If we will choose something, let me take something as a French. Okay, and I will switch to French. Now you can see the entire application. You can see here it is in French language. Why they have designed the application in this way? That because this is this particular cloud technology can be accessible globally from anywhere for any country region. So if your customer or if your client is based out from, suppose from US, Canada, or Belgium, Spain, Italy, so whatever their languages they are using, they are more comfortable to go and access in their language. So that is the thing, they can rather going into English, they can switch into their languages. Okay, that functionality they have given here. But how it is been configured, that is been configured in the provisioning system. Okay, that is been configured in the provisioning system, that is the backend system. This which we are seeing right now, it is a front end system, that is the instance system. So in the instance system, all the languages which you are seeing by default in the demo system, this is because in the backend system all the languages has been selected. But on a real-time basis, suppose if your customer is only holding in 4 countries and only those 4 countries languages has to be required, so here in the provisioning also they will only enable 4 languages. So here in the front end only the 4 languages will be coming, or whatever the languages you are choosing, how many languages you are choosing from the provisioning. According to that only that will be reflecting here in the front end. The conversation that this is an end user page. This is not an admin page. Okay, end user page is end user is something, a normal user. Anybody a
Okay.
normal user.
So
See, I
anyone
am
can
into
change,
yes,
anyone
I'm
can change
into
their password and all.
yes. Anyone can change the, it is for their individual purpose only. Okay,
Okay.
but the thing is that every tab which is been showing in the front end has some configuration somewhere in the back end also. Okay,
Sir, for end user, same this ID, user ID and password would be same.
no, their password will be different.
Okay, fine.
Their password will be different and their access also will be different.
Okay,
Okay,
fine. Now
Th-
clear, sir.
their permissions will be different. Suppose administrator, they can restrict their permissions also, what they want, what they are allowed to see and what they are restricted.
End users
Okay,
will be customers, right? Right, client.
No, end users are the normal users. Suppose you are working in a company on a day-to-day activity. Suppose you are from HR background. You're
Okay.
working as a HR executive.
Hmm.
Okay. So on a day-to-day basis, you are doing some HR operational activities. You are doing some recruitments. You are doing some payroll activities. These are end users. These users are using this functional, using this application, SuccessFactor application on a day-to-day basis. They are not bothered about the configuration. Okay.
Okay, okay,
They're not.
okay, sir.
But when they're using on a day-to-day basis, if they face any problem, then they will raise a
Ticket, okay,
ticket, support ticket to the help desk, IT help desk. And
fine.
from the IT help desk, that ticket will be reaching to us as a consultant. Okay.
Okay, okay, now
So
clear, sir.
every tab which they are using or every functionality or feature they are using, there is something configuration always connected to it. Okay. So
Hmm.
if something is not working, we should try to investigate where is the lapse of that configuration in the backend system. Backend system, I'm not saying about the provisioning system. In the instance only, what the configuration it is been done, there is some uh, disconnecting mode or there is some gap. That is the reason when they are giving performing some action, the output is not coming. Normal user or the end user. So
Okay,
at that time, the issues or ticket will be raised. So for that purpose only, we are sitting here. Like suppose I just told you about the change language. So why
hmm.
it is coming automatically? Because I'm an end user. I am only bothered about changing the mode of the language, right?
Hmm.
From where it is coming, how it is coming as an end user, I'm not bothered about it, right?
Hmm.
Who is responsible for it? Who should know? The consultant should know. Okay,
Okay,
because
Hello.
in the future used for not for the EC consultants but for the com consultants, compensation consultant related to the salaries and everything, where they have a requirement, they will be using it. Suppose this there is a number format. So in India, if you uh, um, give something as a 5 lakhs or 8 lakhs, how you will do 5 comma double zero comma triple zero, like that. That is the format how it is been done. So depends upon the country also how this compensation variable module for the format will be designed. Okay, so this is also mentioned here. The format setting is supported by the compensation variable module. So we are into EC module, we are not bothered that much about it, so we can able to ignore it. Okay, those consultants will be involved into it. Then comes the forms. Forms also we can able to ignore. It's not that much important. It's nothing as much. Accessibility setting. Accessibility setting means in India, if you see, there are certain state government and central government organizations where SAP is also getting implemented. So in those state government and central government employment, there are a set of employees, hired employees who may be physically disabled also. Okay, who have a problem of seeing, who have a problem of uh, color blindness or seeing, not seeing properly, vision problem. For them, this accessibility setting is been designed for the end user. So you can able to adjust the screen according to their requirement. So this is generally applicable some to the organization which are coming under the state and central government, where these sort of category of employees are working. Okay, then comes the proxy management. Okay, this is important. This is important in the sense we proxy management in the sense like uh, in any organization, um, if manager and employee, manager and if manager is not available or manager is going for a vacation or manager is sick, and in the coming week if any particular task or activity has to be completed from the manager's end. So what he can do, he can assign a proxy any of his team member and that proxy can able to access the manager's account, and what are the permission for the particular feature or functionality the manager has given. Up to that functionality or that feature, the proxy user can able to access and complete the task. Okay, so that is one thing is there. Okay, so in that we have around four types of proxies are there. Okay, how you can able to give the proxy access to any of the user. Four ways are there. One is to the admin, one he can do it individually, that is the thing it is showing here, individually proxy. This is the individual account, right? So when you go here, you can see here assign proxy, this option. Okay, when you click on the assign proxy, you can select the proxy username. Once you select the proxy username, and you can able to give the grant the proxy rights. What are the rights you want to give? If any specific time duration, that from this time to this particular time the manager is not available and you want to, manager want to give the proxy, he can able to give. But the only restriction is that it is not an admin screen, so he cannot able to delete it, he cannot able to modify it, he cannot able to check the proxy is given or not. Only thing is that only he can give the proxy. That is the thing here. That is an individual. That is the second method. First method was to the admin, he can send a request to the administrator that you create a proxy on my behalf to this so and so user, and this user will be act as a proxy user, and he will come into my account and do all the activities for this particular, that is from the administrator. This is from the individual side, where the individual, any of the account holder, manager, any of the account holder can able to create a proxy, give a proxy to the user independently from their end. Okay, we will, in the coming class we will see all the four ways how we can able to give or create the proxy. We as an individual we cannot remove it, but as an administrator they can remove it.
Not can't remove.
If from this individual page if you are seeing, you can see only the this one, what you call, he can only give the proxy but he cannot delete the proxy, he cannot check the proxy, he cannot modify the proxy.
Okay.
Okay, that right he is not having, but as an administrator, admin, in the admin right, administrator can do it. Okay, that is the first method. This is the second method. Third method is something like uploading the file, that I will just share to you in the coming class, so we will see according to that. Okay, so this is the proxy one. Group also. Group means in Employee Central there is a concept, there is a topic called RBP, total role based permission. So when you click on this screen for creating the group, it will show it will take you into that particular page. Okay, so what is the purpose? If manager want to create a group as an end user, this is an end user page. So if I am a manager, I want to create a group, and I want to, in that group I want to set all my team members. Okay, and I want to uh, give assign that all the roles and everything. So you can able to go here and click on that create new, where I have just went create new group. Click on the create new group, you can mention the group name, and here people pool means this is a how you are filtering the employees by giving some Categories will be department, division, name, username, location. So these are according to this. Suppose if I am choosing the country, so I am choosing India. So in India, if I can able to choose the department also, okay, department is there. Or if you want to choose according to the job code or location, so if I'm choosing location, I can able to choose Bangalore or particular location. Automatically location ID will be coming here. If I'm choosing location, so I can able to search for the location here. So let me search here. How many? See, you can see here locations are coming automatically. So if I'm just taking something like a San Francisco, so okay, so here it is showing that 25 employees are there, 25 users are there. Okay, so according to that you can able to choose the category. I have chosen location, you can choose state, title, user, okay, department. These are the parameters which is been given for the end user. But when you're going into administrator side in the RBP, you will be seeing more parameters here for the filter option. So the purpose is that the manager want to create a group, and in that group all his 10 to 15 team members should be there. So according to that you can able to create. Okay, then you have mobile functionality. Mobile functionalities are also very rarely used, but this feature, you can activate this feature in your mobile with the QR code, and you can able to you can able to mention the email ID, official email ID. So you will be getting some link in that. Through that link you have to activate the feature in your mobile, so you can access all this particular application directly in your mobile also. Okay, that is one thing. So privacy and statement, nothing is there. Okay. Privacy and statement, nothing is there. So this is all about this particular settings part. Let's go further more into it. Proxy. So let's start with the proxy management. This is the another topic. So as I told you, in the proxy we have four types of proxies are there. Okay, one is proxy management from the admin side, that is user proxy means individual proxy, just we have seen assigned proxy. And we have a format called CSV format, we call as a UDF, user data file, and we have a proxy input. Okay, these are the four ways we will be giving the proxy. So first is proxy to the proxy management. So how and you have to go here. You can see here in the admin center proxy management. Down you have to click on the proxy management. Okay, this is the page where you can able to see maximum options. You can see make assignment is creating the proxy, existing assignment you can able to check how many proxies are there. Change proxy setting means you have enabled these things here, you have made these options enabled here. That is the reason you can see this proxy option is coming. Okay, because you have made this options enabled. Okay, now before giving the proxy, okay, we let's go to the admin, let's go to the master sheet. Let me check I have downloaded some master sheet or not. If I have downloaded, I will use that same master sheet. Okay, I will show you how to download it also. I'm just duplicating the screen and go to the employee export. Okay, this once you enter into the employee export, you can see export user file and export template. Export template, when you click on it, will give you a blank template. Export user will give you the entire master sheet of all the employees which has been hired under this particular company ID. Okay, under this particular company ID. So I will just click on this. Okay, this is the user data file. Okay, so I'm just opening it. Let me save it somewhere, otherwise it will be confusion. Download, copy, paste. Oh, just a minute. Only I have downloaded. Just renaming it. Okay, now I'm just opening it. If 17. Okay, so now I am opening this master sheet. So okay, so you can see here the first column is, first row is status, user ID, then you have the username, then you have the first name, nickname, middle name, last name. This is the master sheet which is being used. Okay, then you have this title, gender, okay, email, manager, HR, like that. Entire thing will be there, the entire data which you are doing for the hiring process. We will learn this when we start with the employee central, but once you have been hired, the entire sheet will look like this. You can able to download the master sheet. Okay, and this master sheet is for the particular company ID. If you are using development, it is for development. You cannot able to match the development with the proxy. The data will be different. Okay. So now you can see here in the column AG, you can see here there is a column called AG where you have a proxy heading is there. So here you can see default way this is a demo system, so a lot of proxies already given to here. Okay, so how we can able to go and see, we will take these two users. Let's take, because here it seems proxy is not being given, these two are blank. So I'm just, the purpose of downloading was to take some two test users. So I'm taking Alex and Peter. So assume that Alex is a account holder who is the manager, and Peter, he want to give the proxy to the Peter. Okay, now let's go back into the system. So here granting the who will act as a proxy. So here who will, out of Alex and Peter, who can be act as a proxy? We have taken two test users from the master sheet, and we have two users, one is Alex and one is Peter. You can see here one is Alex and one is Peter. Okay, let's assume that Peter is the Alex is the manager and Peter is the team member. So Alex want to assign a proxy to Peter so that Peter can take care of all activities for on behalf of Alex. Now we want to configure the same thing in the system. Okay, I'm going into the system in the proxy management. So here it is showing that who will act as a proxy. So whose proxy username I have to mention out of the two users. Alex is the account, Alex is the manager, na? Proxy user means to whom you are giving the proxy. Suppose if you are the manager, if I am working under you, means you are giving a proxy to me, so my user ID will come, my username will come, not your, because you are the account holder. Okay, so here in this case, Alex is the account holder, Alex is the manager.
Okay.
And Alex want to give a proxy to his team member, that is Peter. So who will act as a proxy? So here we will mention as Peter. This is the front end screen. This is the front end screen. Whatever from now onwards we are doing, it's all purely the front end screen. Okay. Okay. We don't have any authorization to enter into the back end also. In the real time also we don't have any right. Only SAP has to grant the right to us. Okay. What account holder will be this proxy act? Now they are asking what account holder, of whose account holder. So here it will come the account holder's ID, that is this one, Alex. What was this? Alex P. Okay. Okay. Now default way you can able to give the right, and you want to mention the start date, or else you can able to save it.
So what? Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Whatever rights Alex have, so only that rights that
only that right will be, yes.
Okay.
Okay, if he is having, suppose if he is having rights for the eight functionality, and you want to give only 2 functionality out of 8, so the proxy can only access for the 2 functionality only, not the remaining 6.
Okay.
Okay, remaining 6 he is still not able to access it. Got it?
Okay.
So after giving the proxy, now we had given the proxy. I don't know the proxy is assigned or not. I'm not sure about it. So there the second section comes. You can see the second section. Look up the existing proxy. Okay. So find the proxy of an account holder. So we want to see the proxy of an account holder. So we have to mention the account holder's name here, so that this account holder is having how many proxies we can able to see. So let account holder's name is Alex, right? Account holder name is Alex. So in this, for this account holder, I want to see how many proxies are connected. So what I will do, search for proxy. Okay. So here you can see the proxy is assigned to this particular user, account holder. Okay. So this as an admin you can able to cross check, but as an individual user that this section won't be available. Okay. So this particular proxy is already assigned to this account holder. Same way, vice versa. In a reverse mode, you can also see find the account holder assigned to this proxy. So who is that? How many account holders are assigned to this proxy? Which proxy? You can able to see if I go and see Peter W. You can see here for this proxy, these are the account holders which has been assigned. Now if you want to delete the proxy, you have the option of, because you are the admin guy, you can able to delete the proxy. I have deleted. After deleting it, if I again go for searching it, it should not show. See, it is not showing. No proxy. Okay. So as an administrator, this from the admin center, you can enter into the proxy management and you can able to grant the proxy. That is the
We can
one.
provide from date to date also, na?
That also date is mentioned na, here. The option is there na, here. Date range also you can able to mention. Okay. Generally the requirement will be very rare for this functionality, but if any issue is coming, then you should know the configuration path. Okay, because as an administrator you may be having more rights compared to the end user. Okay, that is one way. User proxy, as I shown you how we can able to go and see the user proxy from the settings. Just this is the user proxy. Okay, if I go here, you can see here that option, that another section is not coming here. Only he can able to give the proxy. Okay, that I just shown you. Now third way is the UDF. UDF means this one. User data file means this one, which I already downloaded it. Okay, so here uh, let's go and give the proxy from the UDF. So what I will do, I will select this Peter W and I will copy it, and what I will do, I will go to that particular section. Here it is. I will paste it here. Okay, and the account holder, and I am just saving it. Okay, I am just saving it. I have saved it. Now I have to import it. Okay, so what I will do, I will, for downloading employee export I have used. For importing I have a different tool called import employee data. This we will be continuously using when we start learning Employee Central. But remember this, we are using right now import employee data. Okay, so I will explain to you when we start up with the employee central, but I am just using this particular functionality. Select an entity. You will select basic import, choose the file, choosing the file, this one was there. Okay, all that, and just import it. Okay, the file has been uploaded. Now what we will do, come back to the admin center. You want to check the proxy is given or not. That is through uploading the CSV file. This is the third method. So to cross check, what you need to do, again come back to the proxy management. Come back to the proxy management, and you need to check here. Does we have made any mistake or not? Just go and see Alex. Search for the proxy. It's still not coming because we maybe have made some mistake. What mistake we have made? Let's go and see. Where is Alex? Rather taking this, we will take this Alex P. Control C. Go here. We'll remove it, and we will at the proxy level we assign. We will give the user ID, username. Save it. Okay. Now again go back here. Go back to import. Choose file. Open. Import. Refresh it. Still it is not coming now. Again going back, and again I will try to import it. Let's see. Basic import. Choose file, and this one. Import it. Okay. Then I will go again. I will refresh it. Admin center. I'll go to proxy management, and we'll go to this one account holder, let's and search for proxy. Now you can see what the mistake we have done was that also it is important to understand. See, there are two things, user ID and username. We were trying to take username, but make sure that when you are assigning a proxy, you should take the user ID. Whatever is the user ID is there, you should take the user ID. So I have assigned the proxy user ID. You can see here the proxy user ID I have assigned to the proxy user ID Alex. I have assigned to Peter proxy ID I have assigned to Alex here. But earlier I was assigning the username. That is the thing. It was system was not uh, taking the data. So after that, when we checked here, it is coming here. Okay. So this is the another third method which will be giving the proxy. Now we have the fourth method, that is the proxy import. How we will do the proxy import? Similarly, go to the system here and you can type import proxy. Import proxy. This is another functionality. So once you click on the import proxy, okay, you can download a blank CSV template. Okay, once you click on the template, open this template, you can see this is blank. Okay, now you can able to fill. User ID means account holders user ID. Okay, account holders user ID. Then proxy ID means the to whom you are giving the proxy, that proxy users user ID here. Okay, and here if you, here what are the features you are giving the proxy, you have to mention as yes. Save the file. After saving the file, you need to choose it and import it. When you're choosing and import it, make sure this is a CSV format, like Excel, Word formats are there. This is a CSV format. So CSV format will only support with the UTF-8. You always change the encoding to the UTF-8 and you import it. After importing, you again go and cross check here. This is the fourth method of proxy import. Okay, where you can only download the template, and from the template you can able to insert the data and you can able to import it. Got it? This is the fourth method. But the third method, you have a master sheet, and from the master sheet only you are assigning the proxy at the proxy column here. Okay, so these are the four methods of giving the proxy.